George Orwell's 1984 and the year 2020. A comparison by Ben Bradley, aged 30 years and 6 months. There exists an eternal system of classes, the high, the middle, and the low. Nobody cares much for the low, and they're basically ignored. Revolution happens when the middle overthrow the high. They do this by taking over the institutions. A leftist middle class sees a chance to get their way and take charge, and creates an environment of groupthink where compliance is essential. Those who disagree are removed and must be re-educated. The thought police have infiltrated our homes with technology. Nothing is private. Big Brother is always watching, and you can be sure that the slightest hint of impurity, you'll be pounced on. The institutions are all tied up in it, having been infiltrated by the left, and they move to dissolve our societal values. They defund the police and nationalise everything. The English socialists, IngSoc, take part in a daily 2 minutes hate, where thought criminals are targeted and abused. They begin to rewrite the textbooks and deny our existing understanding of the past. After a while, no records are left, and few remember the truth. The groupthink is so strong that those who disagree feel they must go along with it anyway, or else become a target for abuse, or even face the end of their careers. Nobody is forced, but few feel they can speak out. Individual thought is discouraged in favour of emotive slogans. The party members perfect the art of simultaneously thinking two opposing things at once, but still believing both things to be true. Doublethink. Like calling for peace and unity while simultaneously stoking division and hammering anyone with a different view. If the low were to become aware of their power, or rebel against the leftist establishment, then they could be victorious. It's inevitable, Winston thinks, whether in 1 year or 1,000. When they become aware of their oppression, they will take back control. The irony being, of course, that it's the so-called socialists who do the oppressing, blaming capitalists in top hats for all the world's ills, whilst dissolving our freedoms. They've done so not for the good of the people, but for the good of themselves and the pursuit of power. And here's the challenge. Can you separate from that lot what is lifted directly from 1984 and which bits have happened over the last month or so in the UK in 2020? 6079 Smith, open your eyes.